everybody, it's Nell here. How are you guys doing today? So in today's video, we are going to be getting an answer to your question. Now, this is not a yes or no answer, so if you keep your question as open-ended as possible, that will be the best for the answer. We are in a little bit of a different setup, so sorry if I'm like echoing or anything. I normally can't film up here because there's normally way too many people up here, but I decided to get out of the cramped little space that I normally film in, so yeah, here we are in an open space area. But let's get into the questions. I know you guys came here for your questions answered. So we have 3 different piles, as you can see. On pile 1, it's going to be this rose quartz. This is actually a rock rose quartz. I was looking for a tumbled, and I don't have a tumbled. But anyways, rose quartz. On pile 2, we have this red jasper. So I actually intended to grab my raw carnelian, and I grabbed this instead. So if you like raw carnelian, then this might also be your pile, but this is actually red jasper, just to let you guys know. And then on pile 3, we have this tumbled pyrite. So once again, this is going to be trying to answer your questions as close as I can. Obviously, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Obviously, with so many people's questions, I'm not going to be able to directly answer each one. And once again, this is not a yes or no. So if you can keep your question as open-ended as possible, that's how the answer is going to come out. But yeah, pause the video if you have to, and the timestamps will be down below at your piles, and I will see you at your pile. Hello pile 1, if you guys chose this raw rose quartz and this is your reading. If you did skip the intro, just keep in mind this is a general reading. Obviously take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you can have like a more open-ended question, that will be for the best. This is not a yes or no. So I'm going to try to answer the question, but it's not yes or no. So we're going to try and get as many different perspectives as I can see. Anyways, we do have this card right here. I was originally going to use this for your pick a card in the beginning. I decided not to, but we're still going to see what it says. And then I've also pre-pulled some tarot cards. You guys got an extra one. I don't normally pull 5, but you got 5. So we'll see what those say. And then on camera, I will pull some clarifiers, and I will also pull some extra oracle cards and see what we get. So let's get into your first card right here and see what it says. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So first things first, with this raw rose quartz is usually associated with things that you love. So whether this is a love question about like romantic love, or this is just something that you're really passionate about, that's what I'm getting with this rose quartz right here. So zoom out, none of this matters, common ground. I'm wondering if there is kind of been a struggle here with either a relationship that you have in your life. Does not have to be romantic, could be platonic, could be any sort of relationship. If not a specific relationship, then this could even be something about self-love, self-worthiness, some sort of goal that you're trying to achieve. We shall see what this is about. So let's get into the tarot cards and get a little bit more of a direct answer. First card we have is the Ace of Cups. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a card of romance. Doesn't have to be. If you're sitting here like that's not what my question is about, it's okay. We're gonna read all sorts of angles here. We have the 4 of Wands. All right, well, I can't help it. Some of you guys are definitely asking about a partner or a romantic interest. 9 of Wands. These cards are so beautiful. This is the Mystic Monday and the Moon. Okay. And then the back of the deck energy was the Empress in reverse. Interesting. All right, so first things first, if you guys have been asking about a offer of some sort, whether that be or an invitation of some sort, with this Ace of Cups, it's definitely coming through. So what I mean by that, so for a lot of people, this is definitely romantic. I'm going to say it. It is definitely romantic here. And the Ace of Cups means that there is definitely a romantic offer coming in. There is definitely good intentions here, especially with the 4 of Wands right next to it. This is definitely something that you've been hoping for, wishing for, praying for. For some people, this is something that could literally turn from the Ace of Cups to the 4 of Wands, which is the card of marriage, house and home, things like that. So this could blossom and bloom into something way bigger for you guys in this pile. So if that was your question, something to do about a romantic love, romantic offer, for those people, I do think that this is going to be secure, stable, because the 4 of Wands, 4 is very secure, stable, steady. I do think this is definitely going to be something that is going to be lasting a while. Once again, secure, steady, stable. I think this is trustworthy for sure. And I think for some people in this pile who might have been asking specifically about some sort of romantic connection that maybe hasn't developed yet, then once again, this could definitely even lead to marriage or something more committed with the Four of Wands here. Now, if you guys aren't asking about that whatsoever, I'm going to read everything I see. Once again, everybody's going to have way different questions. So, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I see multiple different angles here. So some people in this pile, and I normally don't even speak of health stuff, but I have to say it, and I'm gonna make this very brief. I'm not a doctor, so obviously take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but I do have to say this. If you are asking about pregnancy or something to do with that, the Ace of Cups is here, which is a new love coming in, right? But we do have the Empress in reverse, so there's some kind of conflict here. There's some sort of I don't want to say issue because, once again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm reading what I see. But if you are asking about pregnancy or something to do with that matter, I do see with the Nine of Wands and the Moon here, there's a little bit more underneath the surface that you're going to have to look into. Once again, I'm not a doctor, so you need to go see a doctor. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that aspect of it. I had to read it because it's here. Normally I don't, but we do have zoom out. None of this matters. So you might be focusing on something that isn't the problem whatsoever. But with the Moon here, it's telling me there's more to the story. There's more complications here, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Once again, I don't know anything health related, so but I do think it is going to be a little bit of a battle here with the Nine of Wands, but I do see it coming in, and I do see it being celebrated and happy and successful with the Four of Wands. So once again, that's all I'm going to say about that aspect of it. Definitely go see a healthcare professional. But let's get into some more things that I see here. If some people in this pile are trying to work on their own business or are trying to get a job offer, the Ace of Cups can a lot of times be in work and career as well. It means an invitation or an offer. Once again, the Ace of Cups upright is definitely there's good intentions behind it, right? It's like they do want you to connect with them in a good way. I do see this offer coming in a work type environment, if that was what your question was about. Four of Wands, I do think, once again, this will be safe, sturdy, stable for you. I think this is something that you're going to celebrate. I think this is something that you wanted for a while. Once again, the Four of Wands is the 1111 card, Make-A-Wish card. So this is something that you've dreamed of for a long time, and that is coming in. But once again, with the zoom out, none of this matters. The Nine of Wands and the Moon, I think there is some other things going on underneath the surface. The Moon is things that are kind of like, not everything is as it seems, right? Sometimes it can mean lies and deceit, so definitely beware of that. We're going to get clarifiers. It's going to be kind of hard with everybody's different questions, but yeah. This is telling me that this might be a little bit of a battle with the Nine of Wands here to get this position, to get whatever it is you want. But the Nine of Wands is also telling me that this is like the card of perseverance, of strength, of fighting for what you want. So it's definitely saying don't give up and keep persevering through whatever this is. I feel like some of you guys are definitely really insecure here with the Empress in reverse. I feel like you're very uncomfortable. Maybe even some people in this pile might feel a little smothered, might feel a little stagnant with whatever it is that their question is about. I think a lot of people with this Moon here, this could be talking about a lot of subconscious fears, a lot of deep hidden fears that you might be having, because the Moon can speak of things that are just really, really trapped and hidden underneath your subconscious. So these could be things from your childhood traumas, fears that you're not even really consciously aware of that are holding you back from this. There's something that you're focusing on right now that does not matter, because this is coming in. Might be a little bit of battle, might be a little bit of a fight. And if you have been fighting for this already for a while, if you have been battling for this thing for a while, just know it's close to coming in. Once again, the Four of Wands, 1111 card, Make-A-Wish. Your wishes are going to come true. They are going to happen. This new love, this new invitation, this offer is coming in for you. It's going to be real. It's going to be secure. It's going to be stable. Just kind of don't self-sabotage it. Don't let your insecurities, your doubts, your fears smother you from getting what you want. I mean, you fought this hard for whatever this is. It's going to happen, but not if you give up. The Moon in this specific card too, once again, the Moon can mean lies and deceit sometimes, so obviously definitely use your intuition and stuff, but the Moon in this specific deck, it gives me more of somebody who's like listening to their own intuition, their own gut feeling, their own instinct, if you will. If you are a spiritual person and you think you have like spiritual gifts and stuff, this could also mean listening to that type of stuff. This is things that you can't really like look at on paper and they make sense. This is more of listening to your gut, listening to your intuition, listening to your inner truth. So if there's something that you're guessing, you're doubting right now, and you're like wondering why, and it doesn't make sense to you, especially if it does not make sense to you and you're wondering why it's not really working out, listen to that. Listen to that. You might have to fight other people in order to get what you want. Obviously, I don't mean like physical fighting, but you might have to kind of deal with some uphill battles here with this Nine of Wands. I'm not going to lie to you, but the Nine of Wands, especially in this deck right here, is somebody who's persevering through it all, right? She looks like a warrior. She looks like she's ready to fight. She looks like she's ready to defend what's hers, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he kind of looks like he's wounded, he's tired, he looks like he's about to be defeated. In this version, she doesn't look like that. She's like, I'm willing to fight for what I want because I've dreamed of this. I've wanted this for a long time. I deserve this. Ace of Cups. I deserve this love. I deserve this new thing coming in. I deserve my cup to be filled up in the way that I want it to be filled up. I don't think every situation is a Nine of Wands type of thing where you should just, you know, battle your way through it. Some things are definitely better left just kind of being like, you know what, it's not worth the energy, it's not worth the time, but this is not one of them. So I hope that clears it up for you guys. I'm trying to think of anything else I can see. I will pull some clarifiers, but once again, with so many different questions, we'll see how that goes, but let's get into it. I'm like winded because I have to stand up while I do these. So sorry if I'm like... Yeah, this moon card's really giving me like your inner voice, inner calling, inner knowing more than anything else, especially with the Empress in reverse. I feel like your creativity has been smothered for some people in this pile. Oh yeah, with Ace of Cups too. This is about doing what you love. So if you are asking a question in regards to doing what you love in some way, shape, or form, just know that yes, follow it through because this has been smothered and it's not right. The thing with the Empress in reverse is that she wants to be upright. She's meant to be upright, right? She's a very powerful being, but in reverse it's like she can't do that for some reason. So I'm wondering what it is. It might be this battle energy right here. It might be that there is other things going on right here with the moon, but yeah, especially if you want to follow doing what you love. For Wands, it's going to happen. It's going to be safe, secure. You're going to be able to celebrate it in the future. But I think there is a little bit more of a battle to be had here, which I know nobody wants to hear, but it's going to be worth it. 100%. If some people are asking about house and home, I do have to say that because the Four of Wands is here. Whatever way, shape, or form you're asking about house and home, once again, the answer is yes. I know I said I wasn't doing yes or no, but it looks really good with the Ace of Cups. There's going to be something coming in that's going to be super emotionally fulfilling for you. It might even be, if you're looking for like a new house or home, it might be an offer for something along the lines to do with a new house or home, or to fix up your house or home, to decorate your house or home. I'm not sure what you guys are doing. With the Empress, this could definitely be like... making your house or home more, I don't want to say like decorative, but you know, making it more like your style, making it more you. I want to see what this moon is about though. Yeah, the moon is about making a decision. Two of Swords. You feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have to make a decision. You're frustrated. There's delays. But once again, this moon, Four of Coins in reverse. Once again, this moon is really giving me, it's not really giving me like so much somebody being deceitful. It's giving me more of like trusting yourself, listening to your own intuition. She reminds me of like a mermaid sitting on a rock looking at the moon, just kind of like waiting for the answers of whatever it is that she needs to solve. I definitely think there's more to the story that you just have to look into. And for some people, this could be your own like subconscious thoughts, your own subconscious fears. Why don't you feel like you can be creative? Why don't you feel like you can be empowered? Why don't you feel like you can be in your divine feminine energy? This might even be for some people about the way you look, being more feminine in some way, shape, or form. I mean, the Empress is, yes, femininity, but it's definitely Venus energy. So this is about abundance. It could be material things, like having nice things in life, because that is Venus energy. This is about creativity. This is about, it could be about beauty. It could be about looks, like I said before, but for some reason you feel like you're not worthy. For some reason it feels like this is smothered in some way, shape, or form in this pile. Once again, zoom out, perspective. None of this matters. So whatever that is does not matter. Whatever it is that's making you feel like you can't have this feminine energy, and even if you're a male watching this, that's not, it doesn't matter. Everybody has divine feminine and divine masculine. It's just like, it doesn't matter. Whatever the, look at that, the devil. Yeah, there's something here really toxic that's trying to keep you from this. All right, so Seven of Coins in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups in reverse is a vulnerability. It can also mean feeling disappointed about something. Maybe you've tried this thing in the past and it didn't work out in the past. Once again, this is going to be an uphill battle. And I know nobody wants to hear that. I know we're all fucking tired. Like, I get it. I'm telling you, the rewards with this Four of Cups and this Ace of Cups, or sorry, Four of Wands and this Ace of Cups, and even with the Empress in reverse, it's going to be worth it. Because when this Empress turns upright, it's like, she is the definition of abundance coming in every way, shape, or form. I just feel like there will be such loving, creative energy here with the Ace of Cups. I feel like there is literally such beautiful things to be had. I just think that there needs to be a little bit more pushes here, a little bit more trusting yourself, trusting your own gut, trusting your own intuition. Maybe even with this Nine of Wands telling some people off. None of this matters. If it's other people telling you that you can or can't do something, like get a second opinion, get someone else's perspective. Yeah, perspective. That gives me this makes me think that there's somebody here in pile one who is telling you that you can't do something, you won't do something, you can't have something. And for some people, this could even be some sort of professional telling you that, like, it's not going to happen in some way, shape, or form. But it's like, you need to follow your gut. There's more to this than meets the eye. You know that with the moon right here. I think you need to get a different perspective, another opinion. Because we do have the Ten of Cups here, which is like your ultimate fulfillment, your ultimate happiness. If you're asking about house, home, or family, this is like the beautiful, happy family, like having everything you've ever dreamed of within the family. So especially with the Four of Wands here, if you're asking about like a house, home situation, whether that be like a new place that you're trying to move into, a new house or home, or whatever it may be, the Ten of Cups with the Four of Wands is telling me that you guys are definitely going to get it. It's just there's something more. There's some more hunting that needs to be had. There's some more perseverance. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I don't want to say that you need to struggle some more, because that's not at all what it is. It's just, unfortunately, with this pile, I do think you guys are going to have to kind of keep fighting. You're going to have to be the one who stands up for yourself here. Hopefully not by yourself, but hopefully you guys have some support. Let's see what the Nine of Wands says. Yeah, look at that. The Sun. Queen of Coins in reverse. Ten of Coins. Okay, once again, this is the house, home, family card. It's definitely here. This is why Spirit is telling you guys to fight. Look at this. This is about self-care. This is about you getting what you want, what you need, what you deserve. Queen of Coins in reverse. Queen of Coins in reverse can also mean other people who are materialistic, who are stingy, who are greedy, trying to keep you from this path. Yeah, no. No. Don't let them do that for you, okay? Because Ten of Coins is the Sun. This is why Spirit is telling you to fight for this, because if you persevere through this, I know it's hard, but if you do, Ten of Coins, Ten of Cups, the Sun, there is going to be everything that you ever dreamed of on the other side of this, 100%. I guess I'll get a couple more clarifiers for this, and then we'll wrap it up. I just want to see what this Ace of the Hierophant. This is commitment. I think a lot of you guys are asking about marriage and relationships and stuff like that. Don't sabotage this. Don't second doubt this. Don't second guess this. It is here. 100% is here. If you're looking for some sort of counsel on something, Hierophant is saying to seek counsel, especially if you've already have and they've told you no, or they've told you something and it just didn't sit right in your gut. Get a different opinion, get another perspective, get another person's opinion. Obviously, if you're looking for professional help, you'll need to get like another professional to look at this thing for you and get their perspective, their opinion on it. But there's more to the story here. And I feel like these other people, this other person, are trying to either keep you down, or maybe like they don't do it on purpose, but whatever it is has caused you to have to fight for this. And this is saying to get another perspective, get another opinion, because it can happen. Ace of Cups, it will happen, actually. If you fight for this, it will happen. This Ace of Cups will happen. Three of Coins, look at that. This is working together with other people. Successfully working together with other people, getting different perspectives, different opinions on things. We also have the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is seeking your own answer, seeking your own truth. Knight of Swords, taking decisive, direct actions. Good intentions as well with the Knight of Swords. So whoever this other person is coming in, or whatever this offer is coming in, just know that the intentions are very pure, they're very good, and it will be emotionally fulfilling for you in some way, shape, or form. I see only stability here. I do see that there is other things to work through. But once again, in the end, this is going to lead you to everything that you ever wanted. Just know, Nine of Wands here, when things get tough, just remember that this is what you're fighting for. The Ten of Cups, Ten of Coins, the Sun. This is literally your happiness, your safety, your security, your legacy over here with the Ten of Coins. A lot of stability, a lot of long-term wealth here if you're asking about like a job or a financial situation. So much fulfillment, so much happiness. Yeah, so that's what oh, actually, we have some other oracle cards. I forgot about these. I forgot about these because I got so wrapped up in these cards. All right, so let's get a couple oracle cards and see what we get here. What is the answer to, okay, pile one's question, energy, intention, yeah. Definitely double check other people's intentions, because I do feel like there is a different perspective or somebody's perspective or some sort of argument, some sort of fight that you guys are in right now that does not matter because they're wrong. Whether they know they're wrong or not, I'm not sure, but there's just some sort of opinion, difference of opinion here, different perspective that you need to have. Trust. Trust your own self, trust your own instinct, trust your own gut. The moon here. If your gut is telling you, nah, that's not right, and it's like a true gut feeling, listen to that. Don't listen to anybody else. And then energy, and we have courage. Yeah, I think that this is going to be something that is going to be super fun for you guys once it comes in with this Ace of Cups. I think it's going to be super fulfilling. I feel like you guys are going to be so energized once this comes in because you're going to be so happy and celebrating whatever this is. But courage, the Leo, the Lion, also tells me that you're going to have to kind of fight for this, stay strong through this, be your own boss, be your own warrior, be your own queen. I don't know why I just heard that, but be your own fighter. You know what I mean? Let's get one last card. Yeah, it's going to take some courage and strength, but you guys got this. One last card for pile one. Ooh, I actually have not seen this one in a long time, so let me get the book. Holy shit, I kid you not. Do you see what this says up top? Removing the veil of deception. I knew there was somebody else here in this pile. And if you can't think of a specific person, then this is just like society in general telling you that you can't do something, you won't do something, or you can't be feminine in some sort of way, you can't do this or that, you can't have some sort of abundance, you can't do a creative endeavor. I'm not sure, but there's some sort of deception here, whether this person, these people knew it or not, but it's like, you need to follow your gut on this one. 100%, because this is saying that the unknown will become known and guide your way. 100%. So I'll read what it says. It says, apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two desperate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This is seeing whatever this energy is, this mistruth, this illusion. It's illusion energy. There's some sort of illusion here that you've been lied to, told about, that isn't true. And once again, this might not be somebody, because the Seven of Swords didn't come out, so this might not be somebody who like specifically said something and it wasn't true. An illusion energy is like way deeper than that, way more complicated than that. There's just something here that you just like, I just feel like you need to find different people to either interact with, mingle with, I'm not sure, but there is these new offers here. There is these new companions coming in, or companion, whether it be like, you know, romantic, friendship. There's new offers coming in with this Ace of Cups. It's just, you need to look in a different place, because wherever you're looking right now, it's like these people are just so small-minded, or they don't have the right perspective. They don't know what they're talking about in some cases. Like, you just can't listen to these people, because it's just like, it doesn't matter what they say, because they're so small-minded that it's like, this isn't their story. They can believe what they want in their story, but this is your story, and there's more here to the story that you need to listen to your own gut and your own truth and your own feelings about this. So anyways, it says, this means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come to light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to forest fires, devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Well, that's interesting, because I literally said like actual children too. If you're not asking about children, don't worry about that. But this could be figuratively like you guys creating something as well, or what do you call it? Like the Empress is super abundant. What is that word I'm looking for? She attracts things into her. Like, it's coming. It definitely is. Anyways, The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Yeah, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. That's exactly what this is. You can't put your finger on it. It isn't something that you can even maybe you don't even have words to describe what this moon feeling is. Maybe you couldn't even write it down on paper, but you're going to find the truth out soon about whatever this is. I'm telling you, it's going to be super beautiful as long as you persevere through these struggles. As long as you keep following your gut and fight for yourself, you will be finding this over here. This happiness, this joy, 9, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Sun. So, yeah. Anyways, that was really interesting, Pile 1. I know there's so many different questions that people were asking, so I hope I kind of answered it in some way, shape, or form. But you guys let me know down below if you feel comfortable commenting, what you asked about. Then I'd love to hear it. If not, obviously that's fine too. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Hello, Pile 2. If you guys chose this red jasper, then this is your reading. Once again, if you guys are interested in raw carnelian or drawn towards raw carnelian, then that's what I originally thought I was picking. But yeah, it's actually red jasper. So either way, this is your reading right here. So I've already pre-pulled some cards here. I was originally going to use this card for the intro. I decided not to, but we're going to see what this says to get the overall vibe of the reading. And then we have these tarot cards that I've already pre-pulled right here. And then on camera, I will pull some clarifiers. I will also pull some more oracle cards. So once again, if you guys skipped the beginning, obviously I'm trying to answer pretty much everybody's questions. So if you can keep your question as open-ended as possible, that will be the best answer for you, obviously. And I'm going to go over every single option that I see, since there's probably going to be a lot of different questions answered. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Not everything in this pile is going to be for you. So the red in this, and definitely the red in raw carnelian, reminds me of like fire energy. So this is passion, this is desire, this is things that you really want, this is determination, this is somebody who's bold, somebody who wants to be a leader. I believe red jasper is actually for protection too. I don't know why I learned that. I believe the Native Americans thought that red jasper, or used the red jasper for protection. I don't know why that randomly just came up. But yeah, that's just the kind of vibe I'm getting off of the crystal. If none of that resonated, it's okay. We're going to get into the cards and see what they say. But, so we have Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Interesting. So I'm thinking this is about other people, or once again, I don't know why I'm getting protection vibes from this, but we'll see what the tarot cards say. All right, so we have the High Priestess in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Tower in reverse. Oh, okay, First of all, I'm hearing dig deeper and listen to yourself, listen to your own gut, listen to your own intuition, because with the High Priestess in reverse and the moon right here, it's telling me that there's a lot more underneath the surface with whatever your question is, especially if it's in regards to other people with the Star Family right here. I can't pick it up. But there's like so much underneath the surface right here with the moon. And the moon also tells me it can be a little messy, it can be a little complicated. I know that's not what people want to hear, but that's kind of life sometimes. There is a lot of mistrust here with the High Priestess as well. I'm not sure if it's mistrust in you or with other people. I'm going to assume for most of you guys in this pile it's with other people. But yeah, we have the Hierophant in reverse, which is a lack of commitment too. For some people. For some people as well, there might be something that you're hiding because it's a little bit unconventional. That's interesting. It's like you don't want this tower to fall here. A tower moment, if you guys don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, because the tower is like infamous in tarot. A tower moment is something like dramatic change that you weren't expecting. And normally, I mean, all the cards are pretty neutral, but normally a tower moment isn't something that's very pleasant. So with it in reverse, it's like you're trying to keep this tower from falling. You're trying to keep this something from crumbling down. You're trying to keep this unwanted change from happening. But as you can see, she's holding onto the tower, and it's going to crumble anyways. You can't stop a tower moment if it's going to happen. You can only delay the inevitable. But by being kind of sneaky about it, it's like, oh, interesting. And if this isn't resonating for you and what you're asking, if you are asking about another person, then this is what they're doing, by the way. So if you're like, I'm not sneaky, then you better ask who this person is that you're talking about, because, yeah. So for those of you, if your question involved another person or another person's intention, I do see that there is a lot more to the story here. I do think that a lot of these other people, I'm not going to say that they're knowingly being deceitful, but there's a lot more behind the scenes that you're not seeing with the moon card right here. And yeah, there is some mistrust here. We're gonna get some clarifiers for you guys. I didn't really need them with pile 1, but you guys, it seems like the moon card is mooning. The moon card is very complicated and it's very behind the scenes. So I'm definitely going to need some clarifiers. But yeah, so if your question was about somebody else or their intentions, and I do see some deceit here, you should definitely, after this video, go look at my intentions video. I do have one that is what is their intentions, and that might clear some things up. But yeah, for others of you, if it's not about another person, if it's about you and you're hiding something, and once again, if somebody's hiding something, it could be for good reason. It could definitely be for good reason, especially with the Hierophant in reverse. If whatever you're hiding is so unconventional, or you deem it so unconventional that you feel like you need to keep it hidden from others around you, just know that there are people in the world, maybe in your community, but in the world in general, who are like you. It's not that abnormal, whatever it is that you're trying to not let shine through, and that you just need to find them. That's what this is giving me right here, star family. But let's get some clarifiers. All right, I'm just gonna say it because I'm really seeing it right now. So if some of you guys, this is resonating, or your question was about hiding something because it doesn't align with a certain religion, a certain faith, or certain practice, especially with the High Priestess here. Like, I don't know if maybe your community or your family or whatever is, I don't know, like super Christian and you're not, you know what I mean? And whatever you're doing is deemed against that, and that's why you're hiding it. Then this is definitely what that is saying right here, the star family, that there's more people like you. Just because they're not in your immediate facility, why couldn't I say that? Just because they're not in your immediate area does not mean that you are that abnormal. Because this tower doesn't have to fall, is what I keep hearing. This tower does not have to fall. That's very interesting. Yeah, there are people out there who would definitely support you because you're not that different. And I don't mean that in like in like a mean way. Like, you're not that special. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, this is like giving me like I'm hiding my true self because I think that if I show it, something bad will happen. The tower. And this is only for the people that it resonates. Once again, it's a general reading, so we're gonna get all different aspects of this reading. But yeah, if this is you and if this part is resonating, just know that you don't have to hide this, like, in general, or you don't have to hide this forever, because there are people like you out there that you can relate to. There is support, basically, is what I'm hearing. Interesting. All right, let's get some clarifiers because this is very moony. Let's clarify the moon. I'm just going to grab all the clarifiers at once, and then we'll see where we get. That was way too freaking many. I'm not reading all those. Okay. Let's clarify the moon. 4 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. All right. Clarify the High Priestess. And then clarify, I feel like I want this back card too. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Queen of Coins. 8 of Cups, walking away. Interesting. Making a choice. Clarify the Tower. Alright, so look at that. The Wheel of Fortune is on the back for the Tower. So 2 of Cups, look at that. Connections. There are other people like you. 4 of Wands in reverse. Look at that. 9 of Swords. You're stressed. You're anxious. 6 of Cups. This is about the past, but for some people it could even be about children. And then over here we have... yeah, I knew that. I knew it. We have the World in reverse, a cycle that keeps repeating. 10 of Swords, feeling betrayed, feeling let down. Let down actually is not a good word because it's way more intense than that. But feeling betrayed, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling such bad anxiety, burnout, pressure, scared. This is like a trauma response. I feel like this is like a trauma response for a lot of people in the Tower. All right, for some people in this pile, if you're asking about a significant other or another person, they might be kind of freaking around. We do have the Devil here, which can mean lust. It can mean cheating in some cases. So if you're asking about that, I do see that. But once again, I do have an intentions reading too that you can check out. and see what's going on there. But yeah, I do see the betrayal here. I see secrets coming to light. The High Priestess is like things that were once kept in the dark being seen. I do see a lot of mistrust here, and the Devil is here upright, which is somebody who is not being faithful in that case. We do have the lack of commitment here, the Hierophant in reverse, trying to get out of a certain marriage, a certain relationship, or somebody breaking a commitment, you know. Walking away, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, making a choice. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse, which is, you know, conflicts or arguments in the house and home, having a home, a place that you should be able to feel safe, sturdy, and secure, but you can't because there's some sort of arguments, there's some sort of conflicts going on, there's some sort of friction here in the house and home. You should belong here, you should feel safe here, but you don't. It's like you're trying to keep something from falling apart completely, but at the end of the day, it's like there's just so much to the situation, so much more to the situation, especially with this Devil here. It's not good. It's just not good. If you're doubting something or you're feeling like something perhaps isn't, how do I put this? If you're feeling that something isn't right, I would trust your intuition here because we do have the Devil. It is, you know, it is toxic. It is negative, right? And the thing about the Tower in reverse is like you're trying to avoid disaster. You're trying to avoid the catastrophe, but it's already here. There's bad intentions here with the Knight of Swords in reverse. This could even be like hostilities. This could be somebody being very kind of bullying you, being very intimidating. There is the 2 of Cups, the connection here. Just know that no matter how hard you try to hold this tower together, the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be turning, right? What's going to happen is going to happen because it's already happening. That's kind of what I'm getting from the spread. The whole point of this is don't keep it to yourself, Star Family. You have a team of souls, call in support. So this could literally mean people that you know, people that could support you. Or if you need some sort of professional help in this sort of sense, then that could mean that as well. Call in some sort of support, whether it be family, friends, professional help, whatever it is. There needs to be some support here because you don't have to deal with this alone. For some people in this pile, if your question is about a mentor or some sort of teacher, it could be any sort of mentor or teacher, somebody who, with a Hierophant, somebody who was supposed to be some sort of counsel for you. This could be anything from like a tax representative to like a fitness trainer to a therapist. It's going to be different for everybody. If you have questions about that person, just know the Hierophant in reverse can mean an abuse of power. I'm just putting it out there. 8 of Cups is somebody walking away. I think this is you probably need to walk away from this person, this counsel, whatever it is. We have the Queen of Coins, which is somebody who's like a nurturer, giver. So this might be another person who's coming in to help you. I'm not quite sure. There's going to be a lot of different people, a lot of different questions. But the 7 of Cups in reverse is telling me that something that you thought... something that was kind of more like a fantasy sort of thing. 7 of Cups is somebody who's like kind of like head in the clouds about something, especially about this counselor, this mentor, whoever it is. You're coming back down to reality and seeing the reality of the situation. There's some abusive counsel here. There's some poor counsel. It might not be abuse specifically, although we do have the Devil right here, so take it as it resonates. But poor counsel here with the Hierophant in reverse. So if that's what you were asking about, just know there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. This could even be like, I don't read medical, but if you are asking about doctors or something like that, just know I do see that there is a lot more going on behind the scenes. There is a lot more complicated things behind the scenes. There is lies and deceits, and there also is some mistrust here with the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse is telling me, too, that you guys kind of aren't listening to your own intuition. You aren't listening to your own inner voice about this for whatever reason. But you should. There's other people that you should be consulting about this. This is a hard one to read. The Hierophant in reverse also could be a mentor or a teacher of some sort. Once again, doesn't necessarily have to be like a traditional teacher that you think of, but any sort of mentor or teacher that you would think of. And if you're asking about that, once again, it's in reverse. I wouldn't trust their counsel. I just wouldn't. You want to avoid disaster, and this person isn't leading you in a good way. I don't know, maybe if they're financially bought out or something. I'm not sure. The moon is very like weird energy up there. But we do have the Devil once again. So there is some negative energy. There is some toxic energy with this corporation, with this council in some way, shape, or form. With this industry, I just heard with this industry. So if you're asking about a specific industry, there is a lot more behind the scenes here. I don't think you should trust it. I just really don't. I just heard, you guys know this song? I'm only gonna let you down when it counts. Yeah, that's what I just heard. I don't know, it's just spooky. Damn, pile 1 was all like happy and shit, and you guys are like, what is going on here? That is so weird, because originally with this, I wanted to grab the other stone, and for me, that's like a vibrant, passionate energy, and this is, I was just like, I kind of said the thing about passion and vibrance and stuff like that in the beginning, but I was getting more protection. Like, this is like, you need to be protected from this person, this thing. For other people, I'm just going to say, if this is something to do with religion and or spirituality of some sort, yeah, I just think that somebody here shouldn't be trusted, High Priestess in reverse. Especially if you're asking about a certain figure in a spiritual sense or a religious sense. There's some dark energy here, some toxic energy here. If you're wondering where to look, I would start in their past history. I don't know, there's something in the past here that you can uncover. I definitely think that you guys in this pile, no matter what your question is, I think you should get some support in some way, shape, or form, whether or not your own family, your friends, other people in your community, whatever that community may be, professional help if that's the case for some people in this pile, but there is support that you guys can have. If this is more of a spiritual thing, which I'm feeling for some people in this pile, it might be more of a spiritual thing because we've got the moon, the Hierophant reverse, the High Priestess reverse, then this could literally mean calling in like your actual ancestors, your spirit guides, angels, whoever you want to call in, whoever you pray to, whatever you believe in. This could literally mean in a spiritual sense for some people in this pile. Yeah, I definitely think that you have support for this. I don't think you're alone in this. I just think everything is not as it seems in this pile. There's some shady shit going on. Some shady shit going on here. I'm sorry, I just realized how horrible that angle was for the last like hour. Alright, I didn't do this in the last pile, but I need to know, like, what the fuck is going on? I understand it's a general reading and there's going to be so many different questions, but this is, like, so, I don't want to say vague, because it's not vague. It's just so, hidden. The moon, it's just so hidden. Alright, what is the answer to pile 2's question? We're going to get some more. Look at that. Heartbreak. Temperance is a card of healing. Also, once again, this is literally, I mean, not on this one, but in the actual Rider-Waite-Smith version of this card, this is literally an angel. I think it's Archangel, is this one Gabriel or Raphael? I don't remember now, but it is an Archangel in the card. So if you're asking about actual, like, support spiritually, then, yeah. 8 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Whatever you're asking about, this is going to be inconsistent. It's not going to reap the rewards that you thought it would. If you're asking about money or finances or something in some way, shape, or form, just know that it's not going to be consistent with finances. It's not going to be consistent with work in some way, shape, or form. If this is a person, which I feel like for a lot of people it might be, just know that there's some inconsistency here. That might be what you can look into in the past with the 6 of Pentacles. There's something in the past, or sorry, the 6 of Cups. There's something in the past here that you can see that will be uncovered here. And that's where you'll see like the discrepancies within this person, the discrepancies within whatever this is. If this is like it could be like a big company, a big organization too with the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is any organized institution, okay? So I know it's very broad and general, but there's just some discrepancy here that you can physically, tangibly see or hold or grasp here with the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely think if you're asking kind of, I know this isn't a yes or no, but if you're asking if you should go for something or trust somebody, hell no. Hell no. And I don't mean that to be like, you know, I just, some things, if it seems too good to be true, it might be too good to be true. There's a lot of toxicity with this person, with this organization, with this thing, whatever it is. If it looks good on the outside, then, I mean, good for them for weaving that web, but it's a web. It's a web of illusion. I don't know what else to tell you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Why can't I talk? This could be somebody who's very stingy, who's very materialistic, greedy, 100% greedy. They're more about the money than they are about actually giving back. Especially if this is a spiritual counselor, a mentor of some sort. It doesn't have to be spiritual. I know I just said that, but any sort of mentor, any sort of counselor, any sort of teacher, their heart is not in the right place. Because the Queen of Pentacles upright is somebody who, yes, they do make a lot of money. They are very financially in a good place, but they also give back and their heart is in a good place, right? This is the person who take care of other people. This is the person who take care of animals. This is the person who take care of the earth. This is somebody who's a mentor or teacher who wants to give back and gives back in a good way, right? Their abundance not only goes into them, but goes back into others in the world and the universe, right? In reverse, it's like their heart is not in the right right place here. This is somebody who's completely greedy, completely materialistic. This is like ego-driven as fuck. This will just cause more drama for you. 8 of Wands in reverse. This is literal chaos. This is just like things spinning out of your control. You won't be prepared for this, whatever this is. If this is more about a commitment that you've already made with somebody, then this could be what it's talking about, their inconsistency here with the Knight of Pentacles, things that they should be doing but they're not doing. 3 of Swords, this is heartbreak, loss, sorrow. The Queen of Pentacles could be the actual person that they are with, or, you know, want to be with, or whatever, because the Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign. So if you're asking about a specific commitment, because the Hierophant can mean marriage for some people, if you were asking about a commitment or marriage or something like that, and you had some doubts about a certain earth sign with the Queen of Pentacles here, then this is confirmation for you there. Yeah. What is the answer to pile 2's question? So now the Devil is in reverse. Interesting. So yeah, I think that if 5 of Wands, the Magician, Knight of Swords. I think this is saying that there are people with good intentions out there, especially if you're looking for some sort of mentor, teacher, something along the lines. There are good people with good intentions out there, Knight of Swords, that you can find. So just because like this certain one, even if you are or were already committed to them, like you could still break free because the Devil's in reverse here. So don't be worried about that. The Magician, yeah. If you've been trying to manifest getting out of a certain relationship, out of a certain place, out of a certain toxic environment in some way, shape, or form, the Magician is literally clarifying that it's going to work. Knight of Swords, like, especially if you've been praying to guides, ancestors, whatever it is, because we do have all these spiritual cards, so I do have to say it. For the people who are like just hear about marriage or something, like, I'm not going to say sorry, but I do have to say all the things I see. But yeah, especially if you've been trying to pray to guides or spirit or whatever, just know the Magician here that it is working. The end of the struggles are coming soon with the 5 of Wands in reverse. There is the Knight of Swords for me is kind of like the knight. I'm not going to say the knight in shining armor, but it is the knight who like rushes in, you know what I mean, to kind of slay the enemies. So yeah, I do think that there is somebody available, whether it be like an actual person around you that will come in and help you with this and bring some needed clarity, some needed boundaries, some needed space. For a lot of people, this will be somebody in the physical, you know what I mean? Family, friends, a professional that you can actually trust. Temperance, somebody who's going to bring balance and healing right here in the back. For other people, it could definitely be within spirit too. Yeah, and definitely look at your resources. Definitely look at the things around you, because the Magician is the master manifestor, of course, but he uses all the resources around him in order to get what he wants, to achieve what he needs to achieve. So just make sure you're not leaving any stone unturned, not leaving anything unturned here. I think the reason that you're getting this message with the red jasper, once again, you are protected with this. I just think that you couldn't see how deep this thing was, how kind of negative this thing was, because the moon energy is very good at being an illusion energy, right? And I think this is why this message is coming through right now, is because the Tower in reverse. You want to avoid this disaster. It's not worth going down with the ship. It's just not. All right, anyways, let's get into some oracle cards and see. So we have patience, okay? You've been asking if something is going to happen, then like when it's going to happen, just know you need to be patient about it. We also have work. Interesting. So I wonder if some people in this pile, this was more about a work situation. You know what's weird is it didn't come up first with work, but then when I pulled some more, we did have the Knight of Pentacles, we did have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So if you are asking about a boss, I'm sorry this is just coming up now, but I mean it didn't come up. There was no Pentacles before, but if you are asking about a work situation or a boss or anything like that, just know that this company, this institution is just like not good. They're just not good. I wouldn't say they're corrupt. They might be. I don't know, general reading. But yeah, I mean, obviously we need to work, we need to pay bills and stuff like that. So, you know, if you need to work with this company for a little bit to get what you need, then yeah, but just know that they don't have your best interests at heart. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they really don't. A new opportunity will be coming in. Knight of Swords, Star Family, Temperance. There will be balance, there will be healing, there will be moderation being brought into this, but it might take some time. And then we also have love right here. Yeah, so this is what I first picked up on. Some people might be in a committed relationship, even a marriage, and it might be a little bit sneaky-weaky with some individuals here. But once again, only take what resonates. If you know, don't be having no whatever, doubts about your partner or whatever, and then being like, oh, they're cheating because this reading stuff. No, like, this is only if you already thought that. Especially if you had doubts, but you looked away from them and were like, nope, couldn't be. Anyways, one last card for you guys in pile 2, and we'll wrap it up. What is the answer to pile 2's question? All right, let's see what it says. We have the Destroyer. Oof, that is rough. Yeah. I did say, don't go down with this ship, didn't I? I literally said that. Don't go down with the ship. You guys really need to read. Not only, like, definitely watch mine with the intentions, but I would watch, like, other readers you trust as well with intention videos, because maybe don't watch too many. The more you watch, the more confusing it can get. But definitely see what these person's intentions is, because this isn't good. So it says the Destroyer. It says the Savage, the Unexpected, the Rejected. Interesting. Yeah, that was what I was getting for some people in this pile. Some people, I think you're the ones hiding something from others, but I think it's because you deem whatever it is that you're doing or whoever it is that you are is so unconventional. For some people, like, I don't know, it gives me the vibes of, like, some people being, what is that called? Sorry, I just totally, like, lost my train of thought because something flew by the window. But yeah, this is giving me the vibes of some people being so, like, unconventional, and I put that in quotes because I don't really know how else to phrase it. But whatever it is that you're doing, or whoever it is that you are, like, deep down who you truly want to be, is just so unconventional to whoever is around you, whatever it is around you, or the environment, that you feel like you are the rejected one. And that's what this is saying over here. Like, no, there's so many other people who feel the way that you do, who want to be the way that you want to be, who want to do the things you want to do, who believe in what you believe in. It's just, you need to find them. You're not in the right spot right now. And I know it's easier said than done, especially if it's like your hometown or whatever, or your family that you're surrounded by, and this is who you feel rejected by. But just know that there are other people who you can call on for support. But anyways, the Savage, the Unexpected, the Rejected, the Destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Yeah, I think for some of you guys, this has been going on for a while, and it has been going on behind the scenes for a while, and it just can't keep going on this way, especially if this is like a committed relationship, a marriage, or something that you're with, a committed, it could be committed to anything. I mean, the Hierophant is marriage, but a committed spiritual practice, a committed religion that you're in, a committed job that you've had to a certain company or organization, in whatever way, shape, or form. And we have work, love, whatever it is. It can't keep going the way it is, because behind the scenes is very toxic. The devil. I mean, we have the devil upright, but now we have the devil in reverse. It's time for you guys to break free from this, because all it is doing is bringing you down in the end. You don't want to go down with the ship that this person has going on behind the scenes. Whatever they're doing is very deceitful. It's very, they're not being honest. There is a lot going on. It's very complicated. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Yeah, and for some people, it might be even pretty dark with the devil twice coming up here. I mean, it did come up in reverse the second time, but for some people, behind the scenes could be pretty dark and something that you really don't want to be attached to. So this needs to be destroyed, because Wheel of Fortune, there's good things in wait for you guys in this pile, and you can't get them if you're still attached to this, because this could, you know, take you down with it. Anyways, culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to the permanence, as a signifier of success. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The Destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happiness in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest become history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the grounds open up, and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The Destroyer has arrived. So when in light, it's swift and precise, and it blows. When in light, it's swift and precise blows that redirect your life. Yeah. When in dark, self-destruction, negativity, unwillingness to rebuild. So yeah, I don't know what your question is. Obviously, for everybody's going to be different, but just know that there are a lot of lots of things behind the scenes that I don't think you guys want to be attached to, because there is a lot of good things in your energy with that Wheel of Fortune here. I don't think it can come to be with whatever it is that you're asking about. Whether or not you've already attached to it, there is a lack of commitment here, and there might even be some darker aspects depending on what it is. Yeah. and this is what you want to avoid. And for some people, maybe it's too late and you can't avoid it, but just know, don't be afraid of this ending or this not being the right fit for you, because there's other, like, you're being protected. That's why, because this is toxic, the devil energy, right? There's other opportunities, there's other people, there's other support systems, there's other things that are meant for you. But it can't happen if you're going to be if you were tied to this, or if you were asking about something to do with this situation, like it wouldn't have been able to happen. So yeah, I hope that cleared things up for you guys. Sorry, this one was a little bit harder to do. It was a little bit less direct than the last group. But yeah, if you feel comfortable letting me know down below what your question was or what it was about, then obviously I'd love to hear it. If not, like, I totally understand. But I thank you guys all for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 3. If you guys chose this pyrite, then this is your reading. So as you can see, I've already pre-pulled some cards. I pre-pulled this oracle card thinking that I was going to use it for the intro, but I decided not to. But yeah, anyways, we're going to see what this says. I kind of already showed you anyways. And then we also pre-pulled some tarot cards right here. We'll see what that says. On camera, we are going to pull some clarifiers. We'll also pull some other oracle cards. And yeah, we'll get into the reading. I'm sorry if you can hear background noise right now. I am upstairs for once, thank God, because it's so cramped in the space I usually film in. And I opened the door, like the screen door, and all of a sudden there's all this noise coming from the neighbor's house. So I apologize if you can hear that, but let's get into what I think about this. So first things first, I've been talking about the crystals. So this is pyrite, right? So this could definitely be, if your question is about some sort of career opportunity, financial thing, that's what I'm getting with this. It could be some sort of abundance in some way, shape, or form, some sort of material possession that you're asking about with pyrite, some sort of lifestyle also, because this is like fool's gold, if you will. So yeah, in a positive way, but you know, it is called fool's gold, so this could definitely be positive, but we could also see something along the lines of maybe things might not 100% play out in the way you thought they would, since when people found pyrite originally, they thought it was gold, and then they found out it was pyrite, not gold, and it wasn't worth as much. I always wondered, like, how did people decide that gold and diamonds and stuff were worth so much more than, like, this rock? Isn't that weird? Anyways, that's just my opinion on that. So that's just what I see with the pyrite, but we'll see what the actual cards say. So the first card we have is the Star Brothers. So it says Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So all right, first of all, I love Horus. I have the Eye of Horus right here, and I also wear the Eye of Horus. It might actually look backwards on camera. It might look like the Eye of Ra on camera. I think that's the other one. Anyways, so yeah, I love the Horus brothers. I love the Star Brothers energy. I think whatever you're asking about is definitely protected. So if it is a job opportunity, if it is a career opportunity, if it is making your own business, if it is something in a material sense, like, I don't know, some people in this pile could be asking about a new car or a new material possession of some sort. I feel like whatever this is for you guys, it's something tangible, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a relationship for some people too. If you're asking about a new house or home sort of opportunity, I definitely think that it is safe. I think that you should trust whatever this is, whether it be like your own career taking off, your own career opportunity that you've wanted for a while. I definitely think there is protection here. I think it reminds me of like safe and sturdy energy. Like, it kind of reminds me of like a 4 type of energy. So this is something that feels safe and sturdy and reliable and durable. So, all right, for the oracle cards, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit in reverse. The first thing I'm getting is some people might either have already jumped into something too fast and too soon, or you might be debating something. Your question might have something to do with something that might be too soon. That's the first thing I'm getting. The Knight of Swords in reverse is somebody who's making decisions without actually really thinking them through. It's kind of like, he's the fastest knight of all the knights, by the way. So this is like already super fast when he's upright, but in reverse, it's almost like the guy's riding in front of the horse. Like the horse can't keep up because the guy's trying to push it so fast, right? So it's like almost trying to do something or create something or make a decision without really thinking it through. It's like you're riding too fast to be able to actually see like the actual options in front of you. So if you're, I don't know, just don't make any hasty decisions is the first message I'm getting here. There could also be some bad intentions with the Knight of Swords in reverse. I just have to say it. The Knight of Swords in reverse is somebody who does not have the purest intention. There could be some intimidation here. There could be some bullying here. There could be some, I'm not going to say blunt words, because blunt isn't always bad, but like there could be some things said or some actions taken here that are kind of undermining others. I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but yeah. This could have happened in the past because we do have the Star in reverse, which is a little bit of lack of faith in something, kind of hopelessness for some people. Something didn't turn out the way you wanted it to or the way you hoped it would. The Star is also the card of rebuilding upright, so in reverse it's letting me know, sorry, this is shaking so bad, but in reverse it's letting me know perhaps you're trying to rebuild something and it's not coming to fruition, because the Star comes after the Tower. So if something happens, like a Tower moment, so if you unexpectedly lost a job or something happened unexpectedly with the relationship, or just some sort of unexpected thing happened, unexpected change happened, unexpected disaster, if you will, and you were trying to rebuild from that. Maybe you guys unexpectedly lost a house or a home, or just something you're trying to rebuild from. Your car broke down, shit the bed, and now you're trying to rebuild from it. Just know, kind of charging ahead of this horse, trying to make decisions too fast isn't going to work in your favor. The Star in reverse is telling me that it won't work. And I don't mean that like it won't work forever. I'm just saying that you might have to be a little bit more patient. And I know nobody wants to hear that, especially if this has to do with, like, you know, you guys, I don't know why I'm like coming up with a vehicle so much. Does somebody, like, is this something about somebody's car? I don't know. But especially if this is about like a material item or like a job situation or a financial situation, these things, especially in the 3D, they take a lot longer to come through, unfortunately. I know nobody wants to hear that, but I just want you guys to know it is coming through. With the horse energy right here, it is coming through. Trust that it is coming through. That doesn't mean that you have to jump on the first option. I know it can be tempting. I know it can look like the best way to go. I know that there's probably some situations here that you guys are in that are really, really, really unfavorable. It's like really, really extremely hard, especially with the Tower. It's not here, but like I said, the Star comes after the Tower. So, but just don't jump the gun here. For some people in this pile, you might be feeling a little bit lonely, and it's not your choice with the Hermit in reverse, because the Hermit upright is somebody who is kind of like doing things on their own, kind of finding their own truth, finding their own voice, taking their own voyage, and they might be separated from other people, but it's their own choice and they're doing it because they want to. In reverse, this is somebody who might feel lonely because of something that happened and it's not their choice. Once again, this could be the Knight of Swords in reverse. This could be somebody with a bad intention. If you're asking about somebody's intention, then I see bad intentions here, okay? Whether it be a job, relationship, I don't know, but it could be, it's definitely not a good intention with the Knight of Swords in reverse. And this could lead to unwelcome loneliness, unwelcome like isolation that you do not want with the Hermit in reverse. It could also lead to some despair and hopelessness too with the card, the Star card in reverse. I think trusting this person, accepting this offer, trusting this thing, jumping on the first offer, jumping on the first thing you see, jumping on the first thing to buy, whatever it is that you're asking about, it's just, I don't think it's going to end the way you want it to with the Hermit in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Star in reverse. It's almost like things might end up being, I don't want to say worse than they were before, but I do think that it will detriment you. And I don't mean that in a bad way, and I don't want people to get very upset with this reading or this pile or whatever it may be. Because the Queen of Wands is upright, which is very confident, secure person, is a very charismatic person. This is somebody who is very a visionary, a leader, somebody who's super passionate, determined, driven, 100%. I just think, so I do think there is some good things coming your way. I just think that you need to be really slow down. That's what it is, and really see things out and see things through. Because I think going too fast here is what the issue is going to be. It's not saying, I do think you are going to get whatever it is that you're asking about, 100%. Queen of Wands, Star Brothers here. I just think that trying to make irrational decisions, impulsive decisions. The Knight of Swords in reverse is somebody who's very forceful too. So trying to force something to happen before it's meant to happen, whether that be trying to force a relationship into like a deeper, more committed step than it actually is at, or force a job opportunity, a career opportunity that you know isn't meant for you. Once again, I'm getting the sense that somebody's trying to, like, you know, get a house or an apartment or a big new purchase of some sort that would really put you in detriment if you go too fast here. I just think it's not that it's not going to happen. That's really what I'm getting with this pile. It is going to happen. I just think you need to slow down a little bit because you don't want... This is the thing. I think you lost your faith. Or you lack faith in whatever this is. Maybe it's like you lack faith in your certain situation, your certain relationship, your certain career, your certain job, your certain housing situation, your certain environment. I'm not sure. It's like, fine, I'll do it myself, right? But in doing it yourself, it's like, there's nothing wrong with doing things yourself, but in trying to kind of manhandle the situation and force the situation to look the way you want it and to mold it in the way you want it might make things worse. Let's see what else I can get from this. Because I do, like I said, I do think that your ideas, for some people, this is like starting your own business. I would just say it's not the time yet. And once again, it's not going to happen. It's just be realistic, be practical, and be grounded. Because I do think your ideas are definitely going to pay off. 100%. The Queen of Wands and the Star Brothers over here. I do think whatever it is that you're searching for is going to work out eventually. I just think there needs to be some patience here. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that train of thought, but let's get some clarifiers for this Knight of Swords. 10 of Coins, yeah. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse too. This is way too impulsive. 4 of Coins in reverse. I'm just laughing because your aggressiveness is going to pay off. I just want you to, okay, so I know what I said in the beginning. Your aggressiveness is going to pay off. This is the thing. It's going to pay off. Just be really careful. Just be really careful because this is what it is. It's aggression. And I'm not saying you don't deserve to feel aggressive about this. Like, I don't know. I keep going back to like house and home, probably because this 10 of Coins is here. I'm not sure, but like, obviously make it fit as it fits. But there's just such... This is that fire energy. It's like, I'm going to get it no matter what, right? And like, I love that. I really do. And you are. This is the thing. You are going to get it. You're going to bully, intimidate people into getting your way. This is like, I'll cut people off at the knees if I need to. And I know I'm laughing, and I know I shouldn't be. I'm just saying, be careful where you take that warrior type energy because it is going to get you what you want, but at what cost? That's what I'm saying. At what cost, okay? I can see you guys getting what you want. And for a lot of people, this is going to be, especially if you're looking for like a pay raise or you're looking for income of some sort. You're looking for some sort of support when it comes to financial matters, career matters, whatever it is. House, home, legacy with the 10 of Coins right here. This could also be... career, like I said, like this is something really like riches, wealth, fame, affluence. I'm not sure, especially with the star right next to it. It's gonna come in. Just be careful who you cut off at the knees before you get to that point. Because this Knight of Swords in reverse is somebody who's willing to, I don't want to say trample others, but and if this isn't resonating with you, then this is this other person, this other party. If this is like this career option or whatever that you're looking into and that's what you're asking about, then this is their energy. They're very aggressive to the point of being like, this is the thing. This is the thing with this. This is so hard to get. Is because if this is in like a business sense, this is going to be kind of normalized. Like, well, that's business. You know what I mean? There are some intention here that might not be the purest. And I don't think that it's like necessarily in the way of lies, deceits, or anything like that. No, I actually think that this person would be like super blunt, if anything. But it's just like, I'm going to get what I want. That's what this is. And I'm just letting you know that this person is also very impulsive. So just make sure you're not at the receiving end of this, is what I'm saying. Yeah, because if they have to cut you off or if they have to cut you out of the picture to get what they want, I can see this person doing it. Or this situation or this job or whatever it may be. I can totally see that. It's very cutthroat, very aggressive in their approach, okay? In their directions with things, their whims, their wants, their vision for how they want to move forward with things could change at any minute. That's the thing. The Knight of Wands is like taking action, but it's like 1 minute it's this way, 1 minute it's that way, 1 minute it's this way. So I just think it's not, It's very aggressive and forceful. That's all I'm saying. All right, can we clarify the star? So we have Temperance, we have Queen of Cups, and Death. All right, so if this is another person or another situation that you're asking about, the reason they are the way they are, or another job or whatever it is because in the past something happened that they weren't expecting. A tower moment happened, right? Some sort of devastating disaster, something that happened that just came and blew out their foundation, right? The Temperance card, I kind of flipped it up right, but it was kind of in reverse. But this is saying that this person lacks faith in other people now. They lack faith in maybe even the system, systematic things, the government. I'm not sure. However this may seem, they lack faith in... there's a lack of faith here in the sense of like, I'm not going to put my trust in others. Because the Temperance in reverse is telling me this is all or nothing. This is do or die almost for this person, for this situation, for this company, whatever it is. Very cutthroat. This is like... they're like taking this into their own hands, be the change that you want to see. And this is the thing, is this person's going to get it. Or this situation's going to get to where they need to get. But like kind of at what cost? I just don't want some of you guys to be tangled up in this person's energy or in this company's energy, in this career energy, in this industry energy. I'm not sure what this is, but if you are asking to be like... If this is a career choice where you want to be kind of famous or seen or be in the spotlight, be a leader of some sort, you might not... I'm not going to say you're not going to get there because I do think you are going to get very far. I just don't think that you are going to get there as soon as you would like, as soon as you would hope with the Star in reverse. Here's the thing. We do have the Star card upright, so I do think, and the Ten of Coins is upright. You guys are going to get to where you want to go. 100%. If you keep going going at it, if you keep pursuing what you want to pursue, especially in a career situation, because the Ten of Coins is like your career, your legacy. So this is more than just like a job you work. This is something that you really want that's not only going to pay well, but this could be like affluence, fame. And we have the Star multiple times. So if you're trying to be like a social media creator, or if you're trying to be an actor, a singer, or somebody who's just seen, you don't necessarily have to be famous in a traditional sense, or want to be famous in a traditional sense. That doesn't necessarily have to be what your question is about. But somebody who's just the Star, somebody who's seen or whatever, somebody who is in front of others, somebody who is looked up to in a way, a mentor in a way, with the Star card right here. If you go too fast with this, you will be disappointed. It's not saying, once again, it's not saying that's not coming. That's not what I'm seeing at all. It is coming 100% with the Queen of Wands and the Star brothers over here. It's just not going to be at the pace over here with the Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. If you try to cut corners, if you try to cut things off before they're ready, if you try to trample others in your pursue for this path, for this money, for this career, whatever it is. And I'm not talking about like healthy competition, you know. Obviously, if you're like competing with others for like a raise or something, like yeah, like that's healthy competition. But like with the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who's like willing to get dirty if they need to, right? Once again, if this isn't resonating for you, then this is like the other person, the other party, the other company, whatever it may be. They're willing to get dirty, right? In order to, look at that, Ace of Swords in the back of the deck. It is coming. There is the breakthrough coming. I just don't think it's in the time frame, especially if your question was specifically with a time frame attached, like blah, 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 by this date, then that's what this problem is the time frame. I just don't want you to be disappointed in the results by a certain time frame. That's what I'm saying here. If you're asking about another person here, once again, I need to read like all aspects of this. So if this isn't you but another person and you're hoping for something to happen, like there's like hopes and dreams involved here, because this is what this card is about. Especially with the Ten of Coins here, if this is like somebody that you wanted to grow a house, a home, a family with. Grow a house, a home, a family, that sounds funny. But somebody that you wanted to start a family with, somebody that you wanted to, you know, have the house, home, the picket fence, all that stuff. Just know that there's something here with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Either the intentions aren't pure here, either with them or with you, I don't know. Or, so like check your intentions, check why you're doing things. Or there could be some sort of, just like conflict, aggressive energy here. So just kind of like, just make sure you're slowing down and really checking things out before you head too fast into stuff. Because yeah, this person I think would definitely lead to some disappointments here. 100%. All right, let's see. And once again, that's not saying that it's not going to happen overall. It's just I think there's kinks that needs to be worked out. Because the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like things are just moving way too fast, too far. it's like your expectations are too high and too short of a time is what I'm getting. Can we get the Queen of Wands, please? Clarify. Three of Cups in reverse. Here it is again, a lot of alone time. A lot of alone time over here with the Hermit in reverse and Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Emperor and the Magician. Yeah, I think with more time, more structure and stability, that's what the Emperor is. With more clearly defined rules, with more clearly defined boundaries, whatever it is that you want is going to come to fruition. If it's with this person or with this company or with this job, with this situation, with getting something in the material world, whether it be like career or financially related to, it just needs more time to like stew is what I'm getting. And for some people, the Emperor, if you're looking for some sort of help or some sort of, because we did have the Six of Coins right here, which is like help coming in, receiving help in some way, shape, or form. This help could be coming from, like if your question was about something to do with legal matters or higher authorities in either government, state officials, I don't know, some sort of higher authority, some sort of higher power who could make some sort of decision here for you that would benefit whatever it is that you're asking about. This could be within a company too. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a lawmaker, but it could be somebody in a company or just in a high position of power in some way, shape, or form. Just know that you might find help from that person in order to get what you want as well. All right, let's clarify the Hermit. Clarify the Hermit in reverse. We got another Hermit in reverse. What the heck? So we have the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, this is just once again letting me know that whatever your situation is, any underhanded type of behavior, I don't think is going to be rewarded. I definitely think you're going to be a little bit disappointed by it. If that's you, you know what I mean? And be honest with yourself with your question. If that's you, then that's what I'm seeing. If this is about another person, if you're like, I have no intention of being underhanded or whatever, then just know that there might be some sneaky stuff going on behind the scenes. Seven of Swords. This is somebody who might be cheating. This is somebody who definitely might be lying. This is somebody who's very strategic in order to get what they want. The traditional Rider-Waite-Smith of Seven of Swords is a guy strategically stealing 6 other swords from other people. Why is he stealing it? We don't really know, but this is somebody who's very like intelligently, like logistically looking at things, right? Which isn't a bad thing, but in this case, it's somebody who's not afraid to use certain strategies and underhanded type of either words or implement underhanded sort of behavior in order to get what they want with other things. And I think this might lead to some sort of unwanted isolation here, some sort of unwanted removal from others. For some people, this Hermit in reverse twice could be a legitimate rejection, whether or not you're applying for like a certain job or a certain position, or if you have questions about a job or a certain position, this could literally mean rejection, by the way. If you're applying, if it's not for a job or position or career type of thing, if it's for a financial type of thing, or if it's for a housing sort of thing, car, whatever it may be, there could be some rejection here. And once again, I do think that you're going to have a breakthrough eventually. I just think that it's not now, and I think there is some underhanded behavior here, which is why, I don't know, some people when they listen, I get it, the price of housing right now is, we're not even going to get into that because it's just disgusting, but if there is, I know some people do like lie about their income to get houses or apartments or something, and I know some people get away with it, but in this specific reading, that's what you're asking about, and if it is you that is kind of doing this underhanded behavior stuff to get what you want, just know you're going to be disappointed, and there could be some rejection here. If this isn't you, obviously flip the script, whoever this is or whatever this is, whatever your question is about. There could be something else going on here, some sort of deceit here. There could be some sort of lies that were said or some sort of actual like theft in some way, shape, or form with the Seven of Swords here, and it's because this person is trying to get what they want here, and that's why you're not getting what you wanted, or that's why this thing probably won't come to fruition in the time span that you wanted to with the Hermit in reverse. If you're asking about something, whether you should do it with other people or alone, you should definitely do it alone. I think you might get lonely for some time, but Three of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Hermit in reverse. I think it might be necessary for some people in this pile. I think I'm going to wrap this up because I'm literally like shaking right now because I have been doing this for so long. But I hope I answered everybody's questions. Let's get a couple of oracle cards. That's all I can see so far right now. Once again, I think overall that you are going to be getting this thing, whatever it is. I just think that there might be some mistruths here. And if by the way, if you're like, there isn't anybody in my question that really is like lying, or there's not really another party that could be like deceitful, then there's just something that either you believe that isn't true, something you've been told that isn't true. There's just something here that isn't true, and it comes out in tarot quite literally as a lie. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an actual like lie that you would think of, like somebody blatantly lying to your face. But say it could even be a belief that you have, especially if it's like, oh, I can become a social media creator, or I can become a paid content creator in like a month, and it's just like, and you actually believe that. It's like, well, tarot's gonna, you know, call that a lie. And it's not that it's like a actual like lie, or that you believe something that shouldn't be believed or anything, but it's just that it's not a true statement, and that's why it's coming out as a lie in the Seven of Swords. So I hope that cleared anything up that you guys might need, but just know that it is coming. I think you just need to be a little bit more patient. Kind of look practically into things. We have a lot of energy of decision-making, action-taking, and kind of analytical energy here, but we just need a little bit more slowing down here. Yeah. All right. So, please, what is the answer to the question for pile 3? Yeah. So confidence, once again, this is like the star energy. You will be seen. I just think that it might take a little longer than you wanted to, but also I think that you just need to not engage in certain tactics or certain things. You know what I mean? Underhanded behavior in order to get there. We also have courage. Look at that. Look at the lion and the peacock. Yeah, this is definitely coming. Definitely coming for you guys, 100%. You guys are meant to be leaders. You guys are meant to rise up. You guys are meant to either your ideas to be seen. You're meant to do your own business. You're meant to be an entrepreneur. You're meant to be a creator. You're meant to be somebody who is out in the open, looked up to in some sort of way with the star card. If this isn't you, once again, we have to go through all, you know, different things. This is another person that's just saying to be strong and be confident through this, to have courage through whatever this is, even through whatever disappointments there may be. If you're trying to rebuild right now, just stay strong, stay confident. I know it's easier said than done, believe me. Believe me, when you're in the pit of that tower energy, the tower moment, it's just like, it feels like the world is crumbling around you, like literally. But just know that don't trust these underhanded people. Don't trust these underhanded offers, the underhanded, whatever it is. There's just something underhanded here, because in the long run, you're just gonna be disappointed by it. Like, this is like giving me the vibes of somebody offering to buy your house when you're in a bad spot, and even though they're offering like hundreds of thousands below the asking price, you say yes because you're in a bad spot. It's not saying like, you know, obviously you have to look at your situation, look at what you're doing, and come to a practical answer with it. But I just think if you can hold off from anything like that, because I don't think their intentions are pure over here. That's all I'm saying. In whatever way, shape, or form this relates to you. If it's like a car, a dealership or something, then their intentions aren't pure over here. This is like the aggressive salesman in some way, shape, or form. If this is a career type of thing, or a career that you're trying to get into, just know that there's going to be a lot of underhanded behavior here. There's going to be a lot of bullies in this career. There's going to be a lot of people who are very cutthroat in this career, and like not in like a good way, if you will. And this might not be for you, honestly, with the Hermit in reverse. And I know you don't want to hear that, but with the Hermit in reverse and the Star in reverse, you might be disappointed and feel like an outcast in this sort of thing. So just let you know, but we do have grow here in the back of the deck. I do think that this is something that's going to make you grow into the next stage, the next step of whatever it is. I think there's something else meant for you, if not this specific thing. This is, for example, like wanting a career in, I don't know, we'll do content creation again, and, you know, feeling like you don't belong on the YouTube platform, but then finding your career take off on TikTok or something. Like, I do think that there is something, like, you do have some sort of right instinct when it comes to the base line of this. It's either your timing is off, you're kind of, I don't want to call you desperate because that sounds really bad, but like, you're either your timing is off, or you're kind of in a vibe or an energy of trying to make decisions too fast because you feel like you need to at the moment, or it's just you're looking in the wrong area. So I hope that helped. Let's do the last card for you guys. This answers pile 3's question. The vow. Interesting. We also have the medallion on the back of the deck. So yeah, this opportunity is coming in. I just think that you guys need to give it a little bit more time. And if this is with a person that you want to, especially with a vow here that you're looking to like actually be with, I do think that this will happen, but it just needs to, there's kinks that need to be worked out here. So anyways, it says the vow, the promise, the oath, the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our worlds and intention have immense power. There is a reason why the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of a union. I wouldn't do blood oaths with this person or this company or whatever it is because of the Knight of Swords over there. But anyways, this is my opinion. Where are we? The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to knowledge, the vow we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. So when in light, it says bearing witness to the shift toward destiny. When in dark, unconscious vows, unkept promises, messy karma. So yeah, this is just giving me be careful who you tie yourself to, whether it be an actual like vow, like an actual, marriage vow, or any sort of commitment. That's what a vow is, a commitment. Any sort of commitment, anything like that. Just be careful who you tie yourself to. And I'm getting more of not even the who, but the when. Just don't try to force something that isn't meant to be yet. Don't jump into something super fast because you're don't try to jump into something too fast because you think you're running out of time. Because other things are meant for you, but we got to be practical and be patient to get there. You got to be a little bit more down to earth, if you will. Because this is coming. This hope, this dream that you've been dreaming, this rebuilding that you've been wanting, but jumping into the first suitor or jumping in with the first bidder or jumping in with the first offer, jumping in with the first contract, being tied to something or somebody right now, whatever your question is about, whether that be being tied to a kind of like a car deal, being tied to a housing contract, being tied to, getting married to a person right now. It's just, this energy isn't really pure. The intentions aren't the best here. So just keep that in mind. It's coming, but you need to be a little bit more patient. Anyways, I hope that helped for you guys in path 3. If you feel comfortable letting me know down below what your question was, then I'd love to hear it. If not, obviously I totally understand. I love you guys all anyways, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye guys.